Are you sure you want to buy a dark horse, or do you want a GT350? Firstly, I have owned both a 2018 Mustang GT Premium PP1 as well as a 2018 GT350 with an updated 2019 engine, and in this video I'll help you decide if you really want a dark horse or if a lightly used GT350 would be better. Let's do work. Just a quick reminder, we are transitioning from Rated R Cars to Ducati Diaries in the coming weeks, but don't worry, we'll still be doing the Mustang thing in full force. Engine. The Dark Horse is a special Mustang GT with an updated 4th gen 5.0-liter Coyote V8 engine pushing a powerful 500 horsepower and 418 pound-feet of torque, which will cost you $63,000 MSRP before taxes and fees. The 2020-ish GT350 is a special Mustang with a completely different hand-built 5.2-liter Voodoo V8 engine, cranking out a linear 526 horsepower and 429 pound-feet of torque with a Shelby signature. You can pick up a GT350 with less than 10,000 miles for less than $70,000 before taxes, if that's what you put on your bill of sale. Hey, we're not judging here. Just kidding, Ducati Diaries does not advocate tax evasion. Both cars come across with the good stuff, having the coveted Tremec manual transmission, but unlike the GT350, you can get the 10R80 Auto in the Dark Horse if you want that option. Performance. The GT350 is doing 0 to 60 on a good day in about 4 seconds. Note, we're not talking about the R here. Stang Mode, be sure to check out his channel, already clocked the Mustang GT in the 3-second range, so the Dark Horse will likely top that with its added power and capability. The Dark Horse is going to beat the GT350 on acceleration. But let's not forget the GT350 is a track car made more comfortable for the street, but it's still a track car. I've had it on track twice, and I'll tell you right now, it's flawless. The Dark Horse will win on the drag strip, the GT350 on the road course. Sound. Both cars sound like music to our ears. The Dark Horse with its monstrous V8 soundtrack, and the 350 with its exotic sounding Voodoo. Both sound great, however, the Banshee scream of the Voodoo engine just can't be beat. If a thundering V8 pony is your thing, the Dark Horse wins. If exotic sound floats your boat, the GT350 will set you sailing. Feel. The GT350 feels like you're actually driving Welcome to the Jungle. You are driving Guns N' Roses. That's what it feels like. When you are racing, your heart will be too, with the epitome of exhilaration. But from what I've seen on the Dark Horse, it's just as exhilarating to drive. Looks. The Dark Horse exterior modernizes the platform with a new sleek but dark and foreboding design, adorned with those wicked Dark Horse emblems that scream this whip actually whips 500 horses under the hood and will dominate on the track, not only the drag strip, but on the road course. The GT350 has literally timeless exterior and is undebatably one of the sickest looking cars of all time. It has the maw of a basking shark and those hissing cobra emblems. What can I say? The lion is the king of the jungle only until it gets unlived by a cobra. Nuff said. The GT350's looks are nothing short of fire, but they've been around for several years and people are kind of used to them. They may not turn as many heads as they used to. The Dark Horse is a look the streets have never seen. Interior. The Dark Horse has the latest premium interior in technology, including an all-new premium digital dash, bringing the platform deep into the 21st century in a big way. And I do mean in a big way. It's the size of an IMAX screen, but love it or hate it, it's a gorgeous screen with graphics that are second to none. Make no mistake, these are the best graphics, colors, and animations a dash has ever seen. The GT350 is a bit antiquated with its 2010s-esque middle screen and analog instrument cluster, which is adequate and may sit better with guys who like a more traditional dash experience. The interior does feel a bit bare bones, but some may prefer the simplicity to the literal holodeck on the Dark Horse with all its big screens and flashing lights going all close encounters on us. Pricing. The Dark Horse comes ready to race, but to keep up with the GT350 on track, you're going to need the Dark Horse handling package for an additional $4,995. Thankfully, that's $5 cheaper than the $5,000 price point though, because that would be unaffordable. $49.95? No probs. Money ain't a thing. So that puts us at $68,000 for the Dark Horse before we even talk about dealer fees and taxes, let alone any markup, which we're leaving out of this discussion. I've already seen that happening on the interwebs, by the way, and it makes me sick. But let's keep it out for this discussion. The Dark Horse will bring you the $1,300 gas guzzler tax and a $1,600 destination charge, so we're looking at over $70,000 before sales tax. Shockingly, we don't have to pay the gas guzzler tax again on a used car, so the GT350 is going to come in a few $1,000s less than the Dark Horse, especially if you expand your search net a few hundred miles. Other factors. The Dark Horse is new, brand new. It's the latest and greatest pony car Ford has to offer and has all the modern bells and whistles like lane keeping aid that the the aging GT350 platform lacks. But do you care about your car helping you drive, or do you want to do the driving? Personal preference. I would say there are a few times that my wife's Mach-E has nudged me back in line, and I found it useful, if not mildly entertaining. But frankly, I don't need that stuff on a pony car. Another factor, the weight. You can get a GT350 right now. But for the dark horse, good things are going to have to come to those who wait, and that wait as of today is indefinitely. There are literally scores of GT350s on sale at this very second, and I'm betting most of them have been sitting in garages and babied as second cars. Unlike yours truly, who daily drove my venomous snake even in the wintertime, because that's how we do it Ducati Diaries. We be daily driving. Warranty. The dark horse has one. I advise against getting a GT350 with its $30,000 engine unless you can get a warranty with it. You may have to pay extra for an extended warranty, but not if you buy a dark horse. You get a fresh, new factory warranty that will fix anything that may arise on your new and unproven platform, and trust me, that comes in handy. I do speak from experience, as I lost my 2018 Mustang GT to a bad high-pressure fuel pump at just under 5,000 miles. I got videos up to yin yang on my channel if you're interested in that, but you're probably not, because we're on to new things with the 2024 Mustang. So moving forward, so which would you buy if you had $70,000 just laying around? Well, if you want something new, unique, never seen before in the streets, something with the latest engine and tech, I'd go with the dark horse. It's gonna turn heads, it's gonna perform on the road and track, it sounds like a boss's boss, it's big, it's bold, it's sinister, and if it breaks, you have a full warranty, so no worries. If those facts get you going, then get going and go get the dark horse. But if you want something epic, older but timeless, exotic looking and sounding, with a Shelby nameplate and all the honor attached there too, if you want something that is so good that it will literally save you if you make a mistake on the track, get the GT350. It's proven, a track slayer, a head turner, the most epic grocery getter of all time. I'll sum it up quickly. One day, I got to my client's parking lot and a stranger came up to me and said, "I knew long before I saw you that I heard something special coming." And he was right. That sound of the flat plane voodoo scream is unbeatable. It commands respect, and if you can get one still under warranty so you don't have to worry about that $30,000 engine, get the GT350. I do recommend getting at least a 2019 since they did shore up the engine in that model year. So which one would I get? Well, I've had a high-end Mustang GT and I loved it, and a GT350 and I loved it. I kind of see the dark horses in between. I see it as bringing a more updated and luxurious interior with newer technology, including new engine tech. It's also got that incredible paint job blue ember metallic that changes color in certain light, which requires an extra $1,500, but the look is definitely worth it. The 350 wasn't impressive in a straight line except for when I put E85 in it, so I do think the dark horse will have more forward thrust, at least in terms of butt dyno. I'd also like to get something new for the channel, so which would I choose, the GT350 or the dark horse? I would choose the dark horse. It's just too new and exciting. But alas, I don't have $70,000 plus to spend unless you grow your channel, so please hit that like, subscribe, comment, share, you know what to do, and always remember the motto, always be kinder than necessary, and I will see you in the next one. I love you guys. You guys are epic.